G'day chaps and welcome back again. Can you believe it, to the Long Dark. This one is actually from the head of Hinterland himself. So he's called Raph, and I hit him up on Twitter and I asked him, what is the hardest challenge you think can be done in sandbox mode on the Long Dark? And he said, try to survive as long as you can eating only cattails. So I said, okay, cool. That's pretty freaking hard. Let's do it. And then I asked Accurize. Accurize is a surviving gaming channel on YouTube. One of my favorite channels and absolutely the best channel for the Long Dark. If he was up for the challenge as well. So, Accurize, I hereby challenge you to see who can survive the longest eating only cattails in the Long Dark. Boom. Let's get into it. So what I'm going to do, the way I was thinking about it, is you go sandbox, you go new sandbox, you go create, you go stalker, and we're going to go random. I think, I don't know. Is it fair? Is it not? I think it's pretty fair. I mean, it throws in a bit of random chance and a bit of excitement. So I'm going to go for it. I think this will make it interesting enough that, and I really, really hope, Accurize, that you actually record this too so we can compare notes. Just a word of, not caution, I always go Guy. I'm not going to be able to record too much tonight. Let's call this the Accurize. I'm gonna record like 2-3 tonight. This is a weeknight for me. It's a school night. So I have to control kind of how much I play. Right, are we ready? This is going to be brutal, but let's do it. So we're eating cattails only. That's it. If we get stuck in the wrong region, we're going to starve really quick, because I think some regions don't have any cattails at all. Really depends on where we are set. There's cattails in front of us. Where are we? Wherever we are, we're lucky. This is either... Where are we? I think this is Pleasant Valley. This looks to me like Pleasant Valley. So it's minus 22, 21. It's pretty bad. I'm going to run down here. I really need to just get our bearings. And I will go back to that bridge. But first I want to see precisely where we are. Oh, we are. There's the radio tower. Okay. Oh, this is almost too lucky. This is almost too easy for us. But the challenge is what it is. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna roll with it. So, of course, our immediate danger is freezing to death. Actually, are there that many cattails here? I'm not even sure there are. I think there might be just enough to sort of sustain us, but then we'll have to head over to Mystery Lake, because that's where the real gold mine is. Yeah. So I'm gonna get some cattails. I'm gonna head up to the radio control tower. There's a very high chance of it spawning. Oh, we have one flare. Okay. Just checking we have some kind of defense. There's a very high chance of it spawning a rifle and some ammo, so I'm just gonna grab these. And I'm crouching while I'm doing this just in case there's a wolf nearby. I'll check the other side of this bridge, and then we're going to have to run for shelter, because we're not going to last long out here at all. We're already extremely cold. Getting the wind barrier gets the cold down to just minus 11. Just minus 11. There's some more cattails down there. I'm going to grab them. This is maybe a bit pushing it a little, but I guess my thinking is I don't want to come back down to this river once we leave it, So I'm going to try and grab as much as we can while we're here. And just take a risk in us getting hypothermia. I know there are buildings around here, so I'm not too concerned. I'm more concerned about the starvation, because we're gonna feel that pretty quick if we're not allowed to eat anything else at all. And actually, I'm gonna just drop. Oh no, we don't even have a chocolate bar or anything. If you watched my last series, you'll know that I screwed up because I ate a chocolate bar. The challenge was, well, I mean, I still got the achievement later, but as soon as I started the challenge, I kind of screwed up. Right, so we are numb. We need to find shelter. I'm going to head back to the bridge. This is when it starts getting seriously dangerous, just being outside. Of course, our clothes are going to be just ruined, shocking. You always start with terrible clothes on Stalker. I'm not sure about the other modes. I haven't actually played the other modes for such a long time. Okay, now we're at risk of hypothermia. I'm not quite sure which direction we're facing. Yes, I do. Okay. The stores and whatnot are there. I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to head for the farmhouse. That should have a sewing kit and curtains and stuff we can break down and repair our clothes. So there's the radio control tower up ahead. So I know I'm going the right direction. There's going to be this. I think we're going to have to duck into this barn on the right hand side here. When we're going to have no choice. I'm going to leave the car. I don't have a pry bar yet. So I'm going to try and find a way through this fence here. There's one. And I'm not going to bother picking up sticks and whatnot. If I was in a wild area I would, but I know there's wood inside this barn. There's wood we can recycle. There are going to be some arrows outside in the on the sort of target range, but we're not going to have access to a bow for a while. So I'll pick them up. But our priority right now, of course, is to just get inside, get out of the freezing, stop the stem the bleeding, as it were, from the cold. Oh, by the way, there was one person. This cracked me up. There was one person who, and I've never had this before, said my voice was sexy, and I was like, "Oh, that's so weird, but it's so funny at the same time." So whoever you are, I can't remember, but thank you. I've never had anybody say that before. That's crazy. And it's kind of weird. No, I'm just kidding. You can think what you like. I just think it's funny. So, we've got good stuff for... it's all about burning. Can we burn stuff? And we can break these crates down with bare hands. I might do that, but I'm going to go see what tools they have upstairs first. This is good. Whetstone for repairing tools. Ah, that's some really good wood. It's really good wood. Oh shit, we're still freezing. Oh crap. Okay. Let's grab all the clothes we can. Damn. Unbelievable. We're inside a building, we're still freezing. Water bottles are allowed. That's not. Fuck, I wonder if we get in the car. Okay, 1 degree. Jesus. Hey. We have no choice then. We're going to have to get back outside and get into our roll. I can't remember how to sleep in here. Can we do that? First aid. Oof, 28% of hypothermia risk. That was pretty high. I can't remember how to actually sleep inside cars. I really can't remember. I'm probably doing something really stupid, but no. I just don't remember. I honestly don't remember. So I'm gonna So we're back down to -4. I'm going to run upstairs. I'm going to jump in our sleeping roll. Just going to look around very quickly, see if we find any clothes. And I'm going to... Actually, to be honest, I should start a fire. I'm cutting it too fine, really. And if I jump in that bedroll, it's going to be too slow, so I'm going to start a fire. I'll use that book. And I'm probably being really dumb, even checking this stuff before I've had a proper look around. But I'm going to grab it just because I'm here. So that was cool. We got a hacksaw. That means we can harvest... Oh no, we can't. I was going to say we can harvest carcasses, but actually we can't. Oops. Excuse me. Okay. We got everything we can get. Let's get that fire started quick before we get hypothermia. So, use wood matches. 80% chance of success. That should do it. And now for the slow part of the long dark, which is not very good to watch. The part where we have to stare at a fire. Yeah. So what's been going on? The Long Dark, they are going to be releasing an update very soon. They're going to... I forget what they're bringing. Not a huge amount from what I can tell. So it's not going to be a major update. Or there's... Oh, that's it. No, they're bringing in... Sorry. Remember now. They're bringing the next stage of the Hunted. So they are bringing in something useful for us. Something really exciting. And there's going to be tons of really good coverage about that from our favourite channels. Okay, I'm going to... What I always do in the Long Dark is I eat everything when I have it. So I don't let us get to a point where we're starving. Because that's just not efficient to me. The efficient thing is to always reduce your weight as much as you can. So if I have food, I'll just eat it. If I have drink, I'll drink it. And I'll try and keep my bars always up towards the top as much as I can. We're pretty tired, so I'm not... We can probably make it to the farmhouse pretty safely. I just got to get rid of this hypothermia risk, so I'm going to put a bedroll down. This is the slow part. This is when the Long Dark kind of makes you chill out. And this, again, I always say this. This is why I love the game so very much. We don't have any cloth. 5 hours of daylight. We're going to need to warm up further or rest. I say this every time I play a new series of the Long Dark. It's got that perfect balance for me of relaxing and exciting. It is the ultimate survival game. I'm not going to bother with any of the wood. I do have 2 lanterns, don't I? No. Just got the one. Sometimes I do forget stuff, by the way. And thanks for pointing it out. I can't remember who it was. God, I've got so many comments now, I'm sorry. I wish I could remember names. I can only remember some. That leather's going to be useful. I've had so many new people come to the channel. It's kind of mind-blowing and weird to think that so many people watch my videos. It's really just kind of weird. Like, can you imagine the idea that X number of thousand of people have actually heard your voice? It's just... I don't know. I really don't want to use my flare here because I've only got the one. Fuck, it's cold. Oh my god, it's so cold. I do want to grab those arrows. -26, that's just shocking. But if we have a chance, I do want to get to that farmhouse. Ah, so close to those wolves, they could notice me at sort of any moment. I'm going to go for it because we don't want to get stuck here overnight. We need to keep moving at this early stage of the game. If we get hypothermia, we're just going to have to get hypothermia. But we can't slow down. I'm going to... Oh shit. Okay, well, we're using the flare. That's cool. Gives us a chance to run and get to the farm even faster. It's dead ahead. I can see the top of the silo. I've done this run so many times. I can't wait till they add another region. Timberwolf Mountain was just fantastic. Absolutely loved it. That just added so much to the game for me. I've done it every which way, that map. And now I'm really looking forward to the next one. It brings that life back to the game. You know, you've got a whole new place to explore and a whole new challenge. And imagine the Long Dark with procedural generation done right. That would be so good. That'll be like the ultimate survival game ever. Did I just lose my direction? Did a little bit. Okay, we're going this way. So I just ooh, cattails. And get some more food in. It might be a good idea to come back to this little stream tomorrow, because I'm just kind of thinking now. Once we get up to the radio control hut, there's not going to be any access to food for a while. 3 wolves. We're freezing again, but we're close enough. So we want to. I'm going to follow that river as far as it goes, and then we'll turn up to the radio control hut. And ooh, 17 minutes. We're kind of coming up to around the end of the episode time. I'll keep them to about 20 minutes if I can. I think that is a nice length. I'll play another couple of minutes so it is around 20. I'm going to use this flare. We're going to go down to the basement first, see what we find. The real priority here is going to be repairing our clothes. So we need to get as much warmth as possible out of our clothing. So I'm looking for any kind of cloth matches are good. Leaving all food, of course. I'm looking for fire starter stuff. What's it called? Accelerant. Newsprint is good. Any kind of stuff that lets us start fires without doing any work, basically. This hopefully... Oh, yes. Cargo pants are the best man-made ones in the game, which means we can break our jeans down. Sports socks are shit, but we can use them to rip them to bits. And that... Does that help us? Kinda. Not really. We'll sort that out in a minute. And all that, all the boring repair stuff, I'll do that while I'm not recording, so that we can start the next episode with a bit of a bang. And I can get a tin of coffee. No, that's not allowed, because we're doing calories from cattails only. So this really is going to be a starvation game. Who starves slowest? Basically, and there's just a finite absolute number of calories in the game right now, basically, and we need to try and get all of them before we die. It's going to be pretty much that simple. So, coming around the corner, we're going to be coming up pretty much to 20 minutes now. I'll just enter. Ooh, there we go, pry bar. So you know I'm safe at this point. Flare. We can close the door and get rid of this one. You know I'm safe now, so I'm going to do all the searching. I'm going to break some wood down. We'll have a good night's sleep. I'll do the clothes. See if we've got any stuff. Yeah. And we'll start the next episode from here. Let's get rid of that dirty peanut butter. We're not going to eat that. Yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.